Virgil kid. The Virgil kid ain't never had no skills like me. I got this from God. Virgil or whatever, I don't know what the name of the guy. I know his name is Ortiz or something like that. He can't
Virgil
box
Ortiz.
nowhere close to the skills that I got. Terrell Garcia can't, look, he can't beat Lubin. He needs to rematch Lubin. The junior welterweight division is all jacked up. But there's only one king in the division. We know who he is. We looking right at him. We see him. But I'm only speaking facts of who I really am. So I know I might seem a little comical to you, but I'm very serious because I'm speaking with my heart because these guys aren't putting in this hard work, with all this climate change. I'm getting a chance to experience the cold weather when I go running now. It's a lot of things that I believe in that these people don't ever understand. They got to wake up their minds. They only using 5% of their brain. I'm using at least 12. They say a human uses only 10. But I feel like in boxing, I'm really using all of my tactics and traits that I have. Brian Castano was not, to me, injured. He might be personally. This is how I personally feel. He overweight. He can't make the weight. He's going to be hard to make this weight. He's going to drain himself. And then all of a sudden, you come out of nowhere with a right bicep injury. But when you running, you striding. You using your arms. I just showed y'all the video. Slow it down. He's striding. That's the same bicep that you hurt. But Paco is the WBC president, WBO, sorry, WBO president. I ain't got no relationship with them at all. But I'm trying to get their belt because I'm fighting under the 4-belt era. And I wish I didn't have to go that direction. But I would be an undisputed champion as of right now because I got the linear champion. I'm not all the other champions. And I see all the little young guys, the little small guys want to come up and fight with me. And I understand it. So right now, I'm doing everything I can. I know Paco went and said that if the fight don't happen, it's because of Team Castano. I'm only giving y'all artifacts of what I know from what's been happening to me in the last couple of days. So y'all the first interview I've done in the last maybe 15 months, 18 months. I don't do interviews too much because of, look, I'll sound like a problem. I sound like you can't even talk to me, Brian. You barely even said any words to me. I'm trying my best to let y'all talk and ask the questions, but I have to express what I got on my heart. So I feel personally like the man is not injured. I feel like he's capped. He all capped. And I'm hurt by it. I'm mad. I'm angry. I'm still training. I'm still posting videos of me working out. Don't nobody's let down on the lines only. One day I'll be a promoter, and I hope I end up getting fighters that have my same drive and passion for the sport of boxing because I don't want the sport of boxing to be let down. I'm gonna give it all I got, and I know, there's other fighters that's great out there. But sorry, Brian, go ahead. Do your thing, baby.
No, I was going to say, but have you gotten any indication if there will be a rematch between you and Castano? Will the fight be put back together? Because I know there are a number of the sanctioning bodies who want you because you got 3 of the belts to fight your mandatories. So will you fight Castano next, or will it have to be one of your mandatories and win?
Well, I got a very clear understanding with IBF. Those are the main people push up for the mandatory. The mandatory has already stepped aside and accepted his bread that he received, and he's understood. I'm gonna knock him the fuck out if I have to, but I want it very clear to understand that I'm not here to fight my mandatories. It's all about making legacies and making dreams come true. And if I have to fight a mandatory, I would fight a mandatory. But we have to find out what's up with the BS. And this is the second time it's happened to me, so I got experience now. So the mandatory, he is there. He is in the way a little bit. I appreciate the IBF for being able to coincide with my management and his management. And I appreciate the guy that's the mandatory. I don't know his name. I've frankly never seen him fight before. I know he fought him on undercard, but I appreciate him for giving me an opportunity to try to become a legend and become pound for pound eventually. But I don't think that the mandatories are in the way of any sort. I don't want to fight a mandatory. I want to go straight into a fight with a champion. And if it's one belt left, it only logically makes sense to go ahead and attack that one belt. So I don't, God forbid I have to fight a mandatory. I wouldn't be interested in that fight. I hope they pay me twice or triple, quadruple as much money as I would fight to fight him. But
Yeah. So let me ask you then. People will ask this question. The first time you guys fought, it ended in a draw. You both had some really good moments in that fight. People will say, "Oh man, he rocked Charlo in that fight." Why will the second fight be different?
well, first off, let me explain this to you. He did get a good shot in. He didn't rock me. You know what I mean? Every boxer will say, "Oh no, 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 no." I have actually really, really watched this fight. Um, what he actually did was got his best shot off. And it was a clean shot. It was flush on the face, but it wasn't necessarily a shot that's made me feel like, woo, I got to get this guy some different respect. You know what I did do? I made an adjustment right away and said, hey, let's get on our bike. Let's fight from the outside. Let's be smart. So the crowd, the crowd, I love y'all. Y'all did an amazing job. I love the support that the fans give me. I love the support that they don't give me. But the crowd seems to me in this fight particularly that they made a big statement. How they showed out and how they came. If they wanted war, and I wanted to give them war, I wanted to be active. I necessarily not. I'm not afraid of no man. Nobody's ever hurt Brian Castano. I hurt him more than he hurt me. The draw, to me, is bullshit. I should have won that fight just like I had the first fight wrapped in the belt. I'm sick of doing myself that way. I'm sick of not being able to, your car say 220. I'm tired of not taking the car to 220 because I'm afraid if the engine gonna blow. Not even if the engine gonna blow. The engine, this engine ain't gonna never blow. Cause that's why we toot that train before we fight. We're a train. We not no engine that's like a little car. So what I'm saying is, I feel like I didn't give myself, the best of me. Because I'm very preserved. I'm very, you know, patient, not trying to just go crazy. This the fight that I think that like I want to get tired, to push myself as much as I can to get tired. I feel like I didn't do enough. Um, he had his spurt of the moments where he threw punches, but you got to make smart decisions. Do you go in there? Do you hit him? Do you go in there and try to throw a combination and trade with him? Or do you get back on the outside and outsmart him where he can't? He's not athletic like me. He don't have the athleticism to move around the ring and box and punch at the same time. So I feel like I just made some bad choices. And I feel like that's what led the draw. It wasn't in the crowd, them listening to the crowd. I wish these judges could put headphones on or something that can noise cancellation so where they can really focus on what's really going on in the ring. There's a lot of times where I'm I'm moving my head, I'm slipping punches, catching here, I'm punching, boom, boom, boom. And I'm different. I'm different with my hands. I got paws. I got real big claws on me. So they act like a scratch can't draw blood. You know, I'm a lion, baby. A scratch from a lion can draw blood. I throw a jab at the man, a simple jab, boom, it hurt him. Nobody say shit about that. You know, they got to really, really go back and critique the fight. One time I did a show and they set me down and I had to slow the fight down. How about Showtime come out of nowhere and do that episode with me? Slow this fight down and let me judge it. And then you come back and let Brian Castano judge it. And then if you ask him at the end of the night who won that fight, you gonna say Jermell Charlo. Then what we gonna do? Have a whole big, Jermell should have won the fight? I don't got time for that. I'm a warrior. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna be me, and I'm gonna do a lot of different. You ain't getting me on the ropes. That's done. I thought, okay, be comfortable, fight off the ropes. I had a lot going on at that time. My son was in my room.